chance to try it again. Starting me over right where it began.
It's pretty boring, isn't it? This existence. Might as well not take beer off the table.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Wright. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Set.
A give up the middle to Wright. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Jalen Wright, 63 yards. And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. enough there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Williams. They'll try and do this himself. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's a talented runner. That means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. He certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker. And this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
To throw, it's Williams. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession as they get it at the 42-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
On first down, they'll start out with Wright. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Come on, set. Ready.
2nd and 3. Pass hauled in by Johnston. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to the zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Set.
They'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Ready, break. Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Ready up.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
52 blue. Fight. 97. Black ultra. Blue striker. Smash red. Ready?
On third down, here's a run by Wright. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
18 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Six, mega. Hey, blue. Hut.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Hut, hut.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7.
Ready, ready, ready.
They'll go again here with Wright. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. An even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Here we go, set, ready.
They'll run on first down with Wright. DeMar being overshown, the one to bring him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 9.
Ready. Black shot, blue, 32. Hut, hut.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is incomplete.
That open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Set.
On the handoff, it's Wright. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Shot, 17. Yellow. Set, hut.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Black 40. Smash, red. Set.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready, ready.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd.
Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Come on, set. Blue, yellow, 22. White, white.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Williams, a final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. To the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, but how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Waddle, 27 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Let's go now.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
That's complete. Lambert Smith. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That's good for the Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot him at the 49. 131 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the double. Claws red. Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
Back to throw now on first down. And he will go down. Cowboys sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Ready.
Out of the gun. Here's a give to Wright. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Ready. Hut, hut.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Touchdown! Colston Loveland from 17 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
60 reps. Clock, 10.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards.
First down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. They'll set up a throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Back to throw again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Ready? Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big Natty stop him at the 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready?
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Aubrey now for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Bears 21. Cowboys 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Ready.
Looking to put a drive together.
97. Here we go. Hey, blue. 33. Yellow. Right, blue. Set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Will go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Ready. Yellow. 43.
And now they'll shift things around. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Blue striker. Go pink. Grill green.
Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Ready?
On the give, this is right. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that is no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw here. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
70 Timberwolves.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's 1st and 10.
Black. Let's go now. Yellow, 22, ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Ready?
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
6, mega. Here we go, set. Right, slide 2. Green back. Check, huh?
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep him from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave him, and it was successful.
Strike 6. Let's go. 50. Great. Set.
They'll run with Wright. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's 2nd down.
Down. Hut.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
6. 10 black.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
On the set.
This is 1st and 10.
Warriors 17. Let's go now.
He's back to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Got it. Ready?
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Ready? Go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
19 takes. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He's got it complete to Waddle. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Lions. Trap 50. 19 Lions.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Family's going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.